Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. I believe marriage is between a man and a woman. I am not in favor of gay marriage. But when you start playing around with constitutions just to prohibit somebody who cares about another person, it just seems to me that's not what America's about. Usually, our constitutions expand liberties. They don't contract them. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually, you'll make progress. We need to steer clear of this poverty of ambition, where people want to drive fancy cars and wear nice clothes and live in nice apartments but don't want to work hard to accomplish these things. Everyone should try to realize their full potential. We, the people, recognize that we have responsibilities as well as rights, that our destinies are bound together, that a freedom which only asks what's in it for me, a freedom without a commitment to others, a freedom without love or charity or duty or patriotism, is unworthy of our founding ideals and those who died in their defense. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq. We did. I promised to refocus on the terrorists who actually attacked us on 9/11. We have. We've blunted the Taliban's momentum in Afghanistan, and in 2014 our longest war will be over. A new tower rises above the New York skyline. Al-Qaeda is on the path to defeat, and Osama bin Laden is dead. It was the labor movement that helped secure so much of what we take for granted today. The 40-hour work week, the minimum wage, family leave, health insurance, Social Security, Medicare, retirement plans. The cornerstones of the middle-class security all bear the union label. There is probably a perverse pride in my administration that we were going to do the right thing, even if short-term it was unpopular. And I think anybody who's occupied this office has to remember that success is determined by an intersection in policy and politics, and that you can't be neglecting of marketing and PR and public opinion. The shift to a cleaner energy economy won't happen overnight, and it will require tough choices along the way. But the debate is settled. Climate change is a fact. The thing about hip-hop today is it's smart, it's insightful. The way they can communicate a complex message in a very short space is remarkable. Take off your bedroom slippers. Put on your marching shoes, he said, his voice rising as applause and cheers mounted. Shake it off. Stop complaining. Stop grumbling. Stop crying. We are going to press on. We have work to do. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. We have an obligation and a responsibility to be investing in our students and our schools. We must make sure that people who have the grades, the desire, and the will, but not the money, can still get the best education possible. My identity might begin with the fact of my race, but it couldn't end there. At least that's what I would choose to believe. When ignorant folks want to advertise their ignorance, you don't really have to do anything, you just let them talk. I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. Change is never easy, but always possible. The cynics may be the loudest voices, but I promise you, they will accomplish the least. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. Nothing in life that's worth anything is easy. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism or a politics of hope? If you run, you stand a chance of losing, but if you don't run, you've already lost. The value of social movements and activism is to get you at the table, get you in the room, and then to start trying to figure out how is this problem going to be solved. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, and it will leave you unfulfilled. Just because we have the best hammer does not mean that every problem is a nail. We are the change we have been waiting for. We need to keep making our streets safer and our criminal justice system fairer, our homeland more secure, our world more peaceful and sustainable for the next generation. Thanks for watch. Subscribe.